My sister-in-law made a joke about my miscarriage. I honestly just need to tell someone it hurts. I 22F have a sister-in-law 20F who has a child 2F. We will call SL Rose. My husband 22M and I have been trying for a child for almost 3 years. I did get pregnant in November of 2023 and we were over the moon, we told our closest family and friends. However, at 11 weeks and 4 days I lost my baby on the bathroom floor right before Christmas. It was and is the most traumatic experience I have ever had. I miss them every single day. I buried them and got them a stone and flowers to remember them. Now to what hurts. I found out I was expecting my rainbow baby and I'm extremely nervous about it. Every day I worry and pray that they stay. I can't be happy this time because I'm so scared that it's going to end in heartbreak. However, I did tell just a few people this time for support in case. I went to my niece's second birthday party a few weeks back and the adults were drinking, including Rose. I didn't drink and Rose asked me why, so I quietly told her I'm expecting my rainbow baby. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, well, let's hope this time you won't have another fetus deletes cause last time you got depressed yeeting that fetus. The room went silent and it was broken by the laughing of my in-laws and Rose. I cried so hard and ran out of there and my husband came after me. All I can think is why would she say that? It's not only that but my in-laws are laughing at it as well, especially my Mill who has had multiple miscarriages. They all are trying to claim that it was dark humor but it is just disgusting in my opinion. I'm heartbroken, furious, and I can't vent to anyone about this. I just pray that my baby now makes it because if not I know the horror that will come with it. What will she say next? Comments. Group chat. Dear family. In future, net minimum for the duration of this pregnancy I will not be attending events with, or interacting with Rose and anyone who found her so-called joke funny. My mental well-being is as important as my physical well-being and the callousness of certain people is sickening on both levels. I don't not wish to discuss this further. Leave group chat. Comment. I wouldn't even give them that courtesy. Ice cold, NC. If husband wants a relationship that's his business, but those people would never see me or my child ever. Comment. I would 100% go no contact for the rest of my life. As if her comment wasn't appalling and utterly disgusting enough, your in-laws laughed. F every single one of them. I say, comment and not joke because that was not a joke. You're still in a vile, wretched creature and your in-laws are no better. This was not dark humor, it was pure malice. Update, 6 months later. I'm 8 months pregnant with a boy. At 5 months pregnant we did a gender reveal on the 4th of July. Rose was there with her new boyfriend. And while we were all sitting around the campfire talking, the younger family members began to cry. 12 kids under 10, I started to get overwhelmed by all the crying and was planning to leave when Rose started saying, I told you being a mother is hard. You should have just stayed child-free. I said, well 12 kids under the age of 10 crying is different than one baby. Rose then said, well if you can't handle this you should just get an abortion, please just get one. I turned bright red. No, I'm not getting an abortion. If you can kill your baby at 5 months 3 days be my guest but not me. She then says calm down, be patient, you still have time to have a stillborn. WTF is up with this sister-in-law. I was honestly surprised my father-in-law and mother-in-law were pissed at her for this and they apologized for being so cruel. But wait, we found out why they were pissed at her. She bought abortion pills from out of state and was going to put them in my food and drinks. She was caught in the act at the barbecue before that night but no one told me until the next day. I went to the hospital anyway to get checked out and my baby is fine. And now I'm 8 months pregnant and still am worried about her. We cut her out of our lives completely but we don't know why she's behaving like this. Most relatives believe she's jealous of not being the only one having a grandchild or who knows what, but she's not allowed near me. This may be the only update here because she hasn't pulled anything else and I'm getting closer to my due date. I thought you all may want to hear the crazier stuff she's pulled. By the way, there was no drinking involved. Rose was sober. Edit. The police were involved, charges were dropped and I wasn't granted a protective order due to lack of substantial evidence. Judge didn't see her as a threat, since the items in question were disposed of before I even knew what happened. And there are no messages between her, my family-in-law or me about the matter, just my hospital record and testimony. No one contacted the authorities on my behalf. And when I try mentioning it to them they change the subject. They are angry with her but say since I wasn't injured there was no harm done. I lost the other baby due to COVID, not her. Comment. You know she won't stop after the baby comes, right? I'm just saying in case you or your husband decide to give her another chance after the baby comes. Your child doesn't need an aunt like that in his life. Comment. What did your husband say do? Definitely no contact with in-laws and that includes the baby. OP, My husband was cutting the firewood, so he was not at the campfire when my sister-in-law said that. However, the next morning before we left, my in-laws told me and my husband what his sister had done, and we were pissed. We left as soon as we heard and went straight to the hospital. From the hospital, we contacted the authorities, then court dates, and the charges ended up getting dismissed because no one would corroborate the story. Also, it's not illegal to buy abortion pills, they said, but they don't have proof that she intentionally put them in my food because the items in question were disposed of, and no one would say that they saw her do it. Comment. You better make sure she's never near that child, cause she's going to try and kill it. The woman is psycho. Oh, I'm definitely going to be a helicopter parent. Most of my in-laws have cut off, and my husband and I will state if we were to die, both be in comas, etc. My parents will get custody of our children. Comment. Yeah, anyone who refused to cooperate with authorities and protected the person who attempted to assault you and the baby would be cut off as well if it was me. If she tries to stab me and someone takes the knife away, that doesn't make the nut job any less dangerous. Oh, we've cut off the majority of his family, the ones who knew what she did, but others had no clue until after she was charged, and they cut contact with the ones who knew. The only people in his family that were still in contact are a few cousins, aunts, and uncles.